I've dreamt of having this media power couple on my show for quite some time now, and today, well, it's become a reality. Find out who, here on Faith on Film. Welcome to Faith on Film. Are you ready to find out why I'm so excited about today's show? Well, in 1993, Kevin emerged as a full-fledged international TV star when he was cast as the lead role of Hercules in a series of TV films that would lay the groundwork for the immensely popular series Hercules: The Legendary Journeys. In 1997, Kevin accepted his first leading film role in the fantasy action feature called The Conqueror. Kevin is now highly recognized as Professor Radisson on the very successful faith-based film God's Not Dead. Sam Sorbo holds many titles, including filmmaker, radio host, actress, international model, author, wife, mother, and home education advocate. After high school in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Sam studied biomedical engineering at Duke University before pursuing a career in modeling. Modeling offered her the chance to travel and learn several languages. She is fluent in 5. Kevin, Sam, welcome to Faith on Film.
Good to be here. It's good to be here. And Sam and I went to college for completely different reasons.
Really?
She knew where the library was. I knew where the gym was. So there's the balance we have there.
Yeah, when I read her bio, my first thought was, oh my goodness, Kevin is married to a genius. But let's get on with the show because I know there's so much to talk about. Kevin, you are well known for playing the ancient Greek mythological demigod Hercules. However, towards the end of season 5, you experienced something that potentially could have ended your career. What would that be?
Well, unbeknownst to me, I had an aneurysm up on my left subclavicle that had been giving me a lot of problems for the last few months of season 5. I kind of blew off the symptoms because I was always getting beat up and doing my own stunts because I wanted to do my own stunts. My ego said, you can do this. And when I went back to L.A., I was doing some publicity work on my newest movie called The Conqueror, and went to see my doctor, and he found a lump there. It ended up being an aneurysm that had opened up and sending clots down there, but a trip to the chiropractor, crack in my neck, actually sent 4 clots into my brain. And
Wow.
The one to my feet dissolved fairly quickly, but the other 3, unfortunately, planted their claim into my brain. And I 2 went to the balance center, 1 went to my vision. I suffered 10% loss in both eyes, but it ultimately led to a book that this person here kept saying, this book needs to be made. And so we made the book, and it's been amazing. It's called True Strength. It's right there. It's it came out a dozen years after my strokes, but it's amazing. What's that? My journey, yes. True Strength, my journey from Hercules to mere mortal, and how nearly dying saved my life. A long subtitle. But there's a lot of truth to that subtitle.
But it's helped a lot of people.
It's helped a lot of people. I mean, it goes to me, I thought I'd never be doing, that's public speaking. I do probably about 12 to 15 speaking engagements a year. Anything from motivational to pro-life to medical to whatever it may be. It's been a pretty incredible ride, only because of this book. And it's, we're all going to hit a roadblock in our life, and how you react to the roadblock makes all the difference in the world in terms of your recovery.
But he has people coming up to him at events and saying, thank you so much. Your book inspired me to overcome, to fight through, to not give up.
People going through cancer or car crash or heart attacks, whatever it may be, they say this book has motivated them. They say, why me? Why me? Because we all go through that stage and saying, okay, it happened. What am I going to do about it?
The book's really inspirational because Kevin was really at the pinnacle of his physical strength and his career and everything. And he basically went, you say, he went from a physical specimen to an octogenarian with 3.
Yeah, I mean, I was in my 30s, and I was in better shape. And I've always been in good shape, and I was in better shape then than I was during my college and high school years and 20s. And to have this happen, it was devastating. And it hurt my career because I had another thing lined up completely ready to go. Universal was prepping me to be the next action guy after Arnold Schwarzenegger. And have something like that puts pause into all studios saying, well, maybe, But Universal kept the series going. So I went back for season 6 4 months later after rehab to learn how to walk and balance again. But I went from a 14-hour workday down to 1 hour a day and slowly worked those hours back up again. But they did everything they could to keep the character alive, and I appreciated that because that gave me motivation. That gave me a light at the end of a very long and dark tunnel. So it gave me a springboard to really push my recovery along with her, along with my faith.
I mean, it's a really inspirational story that has benefited a lot of people, and we're really proud. I'm proud.
But, I finished the last 2 seasons. I did 5 seasons of Andromeda after that, and I've shot 61 movies since then. So I think I've passed all the physical tests.
He's doing okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. Are you going to do like Sylvester Stallone, who at 73 is releasing another Rambo movie? Hey, we would all love another Hercules movie.
I know Rambo 5 opened against one of my comedy movies, and we beat the opening weekend. So we had 18 million opening. It's called Meet the Spartans. It's a spoof on 300. And Rambo, we beat them in opening weekend, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, listen, let's take a quick break here. Then we're going to come back and we're going to learn a little bit more about the genius. That would be Sam, okay? So, folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
I never realized how much work goes into taking care of horses.
You think that's hard? Try taking care of thousands of animals at the same time.
Go ahead. Think bigger.
Cell reproduction, more than duplication. It's careful selection and organization, ensuring the perfect balance for development and growth. Powerful, so is our programming. Parables, the leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
I wonder how long a dolphin lives. I wonder if they can make cookies in space. I wonder when people started brushing their teeth.
I wonder if people and dinosaurs ever lived together.
Want to find out?
I wonder how much a cloud weighs.
Welcome back. We're here today with Kevin and Sam Sorbo. Now, Sam, you wrote a book entitled They're Your Kids, An Inspirational Journey from Self-Doubter to Homeschool Advocate. What did you mean by self-doubter?
So I, as you pointed out, I went to Duke, but I did not think that I was capable of educating my children. And the only reason
As
that
most people don't think they are.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, the reason that we don't think that we're capable is because we've been taught by the school system that we're not capable, because job security for the school system to teach us that we can't. And so what happened was the school was basically failing my child. Not that he was failing, they were failing him. And he was not getting the education that I thought that he should. And so I went to Kevin and I said, I think I need to try homeschooling, or we could send him to the really, really expensive private school. And we thought, let's try homeschooling for 3 or 4 months, really, for the fall semester. And the reason that I said that was because I was convinced that I could fail less than the school system. Not that I could really excel, but that I wouldn't fail as badly as the school system was. And so I thought I'd give it a shot. And I'd love to say that I never looked back, but that would be untrue. About a year and a half later, I put my kids back in school for about 6 weeks. That was a big mistake. And somebody said this to me at an event where I was speaking. They came up afterwards after I told the story of putting my kids back in school for 6 weeks, and they said, "Isn't it wonderful that God allowed you to make that mistake in order to prove to you that you are enough. And so that's actually the way that I look at it now, because it was a terrible mistake and it didn't work. And yeah, it took me 6 weeks to realize that it wasn't working, and I pulled them right back out again. And then I never looked back. So this is the book, and this is the follow-up book. This is a devotional for families. It's a devotional on godly characteristics, the characteristics that we want our children to have, because if we're not intentional about the characteristics, selflessness, generosity, dedication that we want our children to have, if we're not purposeful about teaching them those things, they're not going to just get them by osmosis.
Right.
I wrote a devotional, and I actually encourage parents to give it to teachers in the classroom.
One thing that I know about you guys is that you are actually very outspoken about your faith, and about your conservative values. Do you find that has affected your career in Hollywood, let's say? Or do you even care about a career in Hollywood at this point?
It hasn't affected anything.
No?
Staying busy. Well, we're staying busy. I mean, I kind of left the whole Hollywood mold a long time ago. I mean, in 2000...
You broke the mold.
I broke the mold.
You broke the mold?
Last time, I mean, in 2010, I did a movie called What If? And It was really my faith-based type of movie. And I left my agent, ICM, left manager. I just decided I'm going to get into this world of doing not necessarily faith-based movies. I like to call them family-friendly movies that anyone can see. I don't want to bash people over the head and say, you better believe you're going to hell, because that turns off so many people. I want to put out blindside type of movies. I want to put out movies that do have a good message and have redemption in there, certainly. But I want to put up movies out there that people can relate to the characters that look on the screen, whether that character is, doing something bad, doing something good, doing something wonderful. I don't know. I just want people to go, you know what, I know someone like that, or I relate to that. And I've been doing that now. I mean, I've shot over 60 movies now. I got 2 more lined up already. So we're staying busy, but we're staying busy kind of doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Now, I remember What If, but, one thing I know is that it didn't really get as much distribution as maybe it should have, because it was a great movie.
Yeah. So What If was really the first unabashedly Christian Hollywood caliber movie. It's a really fine movie, but they hadn't figured out how to market to the Christian audience yet. And 5 years later, when they came out with God's Not Dead, which is the same writers and
the same production company, Pureflix.
Same production company. They had figured out how to market that film, and it just blew up. I think they also had more money to market it, because it almost doesn't matter how good the film is. It really is more dependent on how much money you're putting into the advertising for the film to get it into the theaters.
And personally, I think What If's a better movie than God's Not Dead. I really do. I think it's a wonderful movie, and if you haven't seen it, please check it out.
And he can say that because it's the same people.
That's right.
Nobody's going to get mad at you.
No, God's Not Dead is great, but I think, from my personal taste, I love the role in What If. I love the movie.
And it's the same wrote Unplanned as well, which is doing really well.
Yes. Yeah. Now, Kevin, I know that, I mentioned, we all know you from Hercules and everything, but you had mentioned at one time that really a lot of people come up to you and they know you from God's Not Dead.
I get stopped by far the majority of the time because of people saying, hey, I love God's Not Dead, What If, Soul Surfer, Let There Be Light. Please make more movies like that. That's what I'm getting. And in our last effort that was in theaters last year, Let There Be Light, that Sam wrote, we both produced, and I directed it. That one was that was funded by Sean Hannity. Go ahead, you can pop that up there.
You guys are very good at promoing.
But no, it's a wonderful movie. And that movie really, I mean, that opened a whole other door for us as well in terms, the funding came out of nowhere. It's so hard. Hollywood does these $300 million movies. They get funding no problem. They throw $100 million around to promote it. We have these small movies. We need the support of people to support people to say, go do these movies. When these movies come out, any way they come out, people need to go to their local theater and through their churches, through their whatever, and say, we will fill this theater up for every performance, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Trust me, any movie theater will bring that in, because they don't care what movie's showing. As long as they know people in the seats and buying their popcorn and sodas, they'll put that movie in. Without a big opening weekend, it dies a quick death.
And the thing is, if you know that the movie's coming, make plans to go see it opening weekend, because that is the most important weekend for the movie. If the movie doesn't open well, it leaves. And we did have people coming to us and saying, yeah, I wanted to see your movie, but it seemed like it was only in the theater for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, well, how long did you think that it was going to last? You know what I mean?
The light stayed out there for 3 months in theater.
No, I know, but people, but that's what people are saying.
Well, I know.
They're like, oh, it seemed like it came and it went. But that's what movies do. And then they go, and you know, you got to go see it.
So they can stream it on Amazon, or they can go to Walmart and pick it up. It's a wonderful.
By the way, unabashed plug. Here's the devotional that goes with the movie. It's called "Let There." I'll share the light. And we wrote this devotional. The foreword is by Franklin Graham. I'm very proud of him writing the foreword to our devotional because, and that's done very well also. And then we've got their Walmart loves it so much they're actually producing the sort of boxed set. They did it for Christmas last year. I think they're relaunching it again for Easter this year.
Okay,
so it makes a great gift. So you can find that at Walmart.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to take another break here, and then we're going to come back, and let's just go through kind of a list of all the movies that you've got coming out. Kevin, I know you've got one literally coming out a couple of weeks from now. So we'll come back and talk about that, all right? Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Sunflowers. To pollinate and reproduce, they turn and face the sun. Nature's way of reminding us that for ultimate growth, we must seek the light. Parables. The leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
Got a postcard from the grandkids. They went to the Ark.
Yeah. What does it say?
Well, Annie says they had a blast and that it's really, really big.
Everything looks big to a 6-year-old.
Well, Hudson says it's even bigger than the castle.
Can't be that big. Can it? Go ahead. Think bigger.
Hello and welcome back to Faith on Film. We've been here conversing with Kevin and Sam Sorbo. Kevin, now of course we've talked all about the various things that you both have done, but now I know there's a lot of movies coming out that you're a part of. Maybe that they're not necessarily all your productions, but you are certainly the star of these films. One of them specifically I know that's coming out like 10 days from today is The Reliant. Now I have seen the trailer on that. And that is one of those movies that is not a typical Christian movie. It looks pretty rough.
It is rough. You know, it deals with the economic collapse of America. Mm-hmm. And if you want to see what that could look like, all you have to do is look at a place like Venezuela to see what's going on there. Or the streets. You can look what's going on in Hong Kong right now. Sure. And it is people erupting all around the country. There's fighting, there's runs on banks, there's looting, there's all kinds of stuff going on. I play a guy that's just trying to protect his family at this point. It's certainly a pro-Second Amendment type of movie, and it is a different movie. It is a violent movie. For a Christian movie, it's a violent movie. Mm-hmm. It shows how our Second Amendment is really there for a lot of different reasons, and most of anything to protect yourself against tyrannical government in a way. So it's interesting.
And also, to protect yourself from
protect
evil.
your wife and family from evil.
Right.
Exactly.
And as Christians, I don't think we should be thinking that we should just shy away from that. We need to embolden the Christian youth to understand there's a battle between good and evil. And you are righteous in defending yourself against evil.
I've got another follow-up coming out in December in theaters. I did a G-rated movie. How many of those are around?
A G-rated movie.
The first one came out last year. It's Bernie the Dolphin. It's through Lionsgate. They liked it so much they did Bernie the Dolphin 2. So number 2 is coming out.
People love this movie.
People love it. Next year, I've got movies in the can. One Nation Under God. It deals with putting that phrase back into our Pledge of Allegiance in schools. I don't know when it's coming out for sure. Then we have another one coming out. Oh, I have a documentary coming out. I've got a couple documentaries. One is Against the Tide. It was a wonderful. Spent 2 weeks in Israel, 2 weeks in Oxford with the wonderful retired Oxford professor John Lennox, and he is an apologist. He debates all the great atheists of the world. I've got another one, Before the Wrath, which deals with the chapter, the Revelation chapter in the Bible. It's pretty intense. It's pretty cool. And then we've got this one we're working on right now. And it's called
Miracle in East Texas.
Why I'm putting it there.
This is a wonderful movie. I directed this one as well. It's written by great Dan Gordon, Academy Award nominated writer.
He's amazing in this movie. And it's not. So
the film festivals can't pigeonhole this.
Right.
Go ahead.
So we've won best narrative feature,
best family movie,
best romantic comedy.
Best faith-based movie.
Best faith-based movie.
Wow.
So
all at film festivals. We have 3 or more still yet to go.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. We got John Ratzenberger's in it, Lou Gossett Jr.'s in it, Tyler Maine's in it. People know him from the wrestling world, or they know him from Sabretooth and all the X-Men movies. And of course, my beautiful wife's in it as well.
I'm in it.
And I directed it. Yours truly directed it. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. We're hoping it's in theaters. We're looking for the P&A money. It's all important. So if you have any listeners out there that don't know what P&A money is, P&A money is prints and advertising money. You need that to get your movie in the theaters.
And to get the word out on your movie.
So we're trying to get this thing, and this thing is a very, very good movie. I'm very proud of this movie.
Man, you guys got so much going on. What do you do in all the spare time you have?
I golf when I can, and she raises the 3 kids.
3 children.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now, let's say there is somebody that wants to help you with that P&A money. I don't know, but maybe one of our viewers is there going, man, I've got all this money burning a hole in my pocket. How would they get to you?
That is the last money in, but you're the first money to get paid back. It is the least riskiest investment in a risky investment, in a risky film. All films are risky. But kevinsorbo.net or
samsorbo.com. Actually, it's sam@samsorbo.com to make it really easy. It's last money in, first money out. But here's the thing, as Christians, we're called to disciple all nations, right? Mm-hmm. And the problem that I think the Christian church has had in the past, they've retreated from the culture. Well, now the culture is sort of forcing Christians into further retreat. That's why Kevin and I are interested in making family-friendly films that uphold traditional values. Let's put it that way, right? So not unabashedly Christian films, but films that uphold the values that we hold so dear, that most people will agree on, but that we actually are seeing being eroded right now. Freedom of speech is being eroded, right? And this whole idea. And so if you're thinking about reaching back out into the culture and helping someone, you can give a man a fish, or you can teach a man to fish.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do with the films that we do. We're trying to teach people how to fish.
Well, unfortunately, we have completely run out of time, but I want to thank you guys for coming on the program and sharing with us everything that you're doing. I really look forward to seeing you guys again.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Only one university in the nation was chosen to demonstrate at the World Equestrian Games, and it's the only Christian university in the South offering an equine management major. Only one university produced the video leading into coverage for the Games. And it's the only university with students hired as part of a broadcast crew for 9 Olympic Games. One university, equipping students for a lifetime of leadership and service. Asbury University. Start here, impact the world.
Cell reproduction, more than duplication. It's careful selection and organization, ensuring the perfect balance for development and growth. Powerful, so is our programming. Parables, the leader in empowering entertainment. Parables. Be empowered. Start your free trial today.
Welcome back. We've come to the end of another program. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I want you to write me and let me know how you are enjoying these shows. Simply write me at faithonfilmtv@gmail.com. That's faithonfilmtv@gmail.com. And of course, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at faithonfilmtv. That's at faithonfilmtv. Also want to remind you to check out Parables TV, place where we have a lot of great movies, documentaries, reality shows, children's shows, all sorts of great content for your whole family to enjoy. Simply go to parables.tv. That's parables.tv. Now remember, if you want to keep your soul healthy, you've got to feed it some good, healthy entertainment. Until next week, take care.
If you're thinking about reaching back out into the culture and helping somebody, you can give a man a fish, or you can teach a man to fish.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do with the films that we do. We're trying to teach people how to fish.